internet, welcome back to my channel. Yep, I know this video is like delayed by an entire month. I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna talk about why I've not been very regular with my uploads in this video. So this is gonna be a bit of a chatty bullet journal setup video, if that makes sense, where I'll touch on the things that I'm doing in the video, but I don't think I'm going to go into a huge amount of depth because I kind of just want to talk to you guys on this channel. I kind of give an explanation on my Instagram stories, but I don't know how many people on my channel actually watch stories, so I figured I would just put it here. But anyways, so this bullet journal is for November. I decided to go with something spring-like because we're technically in spring right now in Australia, even though I know it's totally the opposite in America. So I went with sunflowers. I know they don't really look like sunflowers necessarily, but they're kind of like a springy, happy yellow flower. So let's just go with that. I had so much fun with this spread, by the way. And to make up for the fact that this video is so late, if you watch to the end, you're going to see a flip through of what all the weeks and everything looks like now that I've populated it by about 3 weeks worth of content, which I normally never do. And I wasn't even sure if I was ever going to do like a full year bullet journal flip through video. So to me, this is kind of like a rare thing that I would show you what my weeks look like with all the to-do list filled out. So yeah, be sure to watch to the end if you want to see what it looks like. I did change up a few things. Before I get into the reason why I've not been uploading as regularly, I just want to say that for this particular spread, I decided to go with watercolor pencils just because I did want that watercolor effect, which you'll see I do still use a watercolor brush, but by using the pencils it's not as wet, if that makes sense. So the pages don't crinkle, but I still kind of benefit from the watercolor effect. So that's the main reason. Couple of mishaps, but overall really happy with this spread. Just the standard pages like your time tracker, mood tracker, monthly view, and eventually I put in a sleep tracker as well, although not in this video. I put it during the month itself, so you'll see that. And I draw a lot more than I usually draw, so I'm pretty proud of myself as well. Anyways, so I'm just going to let the video play through. You can watch it as I explain what's been going on for my life. So, where do I even start? It has nothing to do with my online life or my YouTube life or anything like that. A couple years ago, I did stop uploading on my main channel just because I couldn't deal with some of the comments I was getting, and I'm much better with that now, by the way, so I'm not too worried. But it was a lot of offline stuff. So basically it had to do with my job. I think this happens to a lot of people. Like, it's pretty common. You read about it in the newspaper where if you work for like really big companies, like I'm talking about companies that trade in the billions and stuff like that, you are bound to experience a restructure. They call it a restructure, but essentially they're just changing the roles of people, and it does lead to redundancies. Now, just to be clear, I've not been made redundant, thank goodness. Like, I still have a job. I'm very grateful for that. But it was a very tumultuous few months, I would say. I think the area that I work in was really going through its paces. There was some heavy restructuring. I would say that I've just not been in the best headspace. So coming on and keeping to a schedule at home with YouTube and everything, just like, it's hard. Like, you go to work and you do the best you can, but you just never, like, for a long time, I wasn't sure if I was still gonna have a job by the end of it. I wasn't sure if my friends would have a job, and then I'd have to think about what I was gonna do after that, what opportunities I'd have to seek, things like that. And after you go through all of that at work, and a whole bunch of other stuff at work, which just comes with the territory, you come home and you're not really in the mood to be editing videos or filming videos. I just felt like a blob sometimes, quite honestly. I didn't really feel motivated. I don't know, I just was stressed out a lot. And yeah, that lasted for quite a long time. And even though in the end, like when my little section went through and it turned out that I was okay, unfortunately some people I know were let go, it was still kind of heartbreaking to see people let go of their jobs, especially if they'd been there for like really long time. I know there's a real human element to it, the rejection someone has to go through. I mean, it's nothing new. A big reason why I left my old company is because basically all my friends were let go, and I couldn't imagine being in that company without their support anymore. So that's why I ended up resigning and joining this new company. And yeah, I think it's very common to face it, but I think it's just not as, I don't know how to word it. Like, I just felt like it was a lot closer to home this time, if that makes sense. And so I just couldn't get into the mental headspace. And I still don't know where I still don't really know how I feel right now. I mean, it's all over now. It's all fine. I have a job. Most of my friends still have jobs. It's all good. But I will say that moments like that really make you think about life and where you want to spend your time. And I don't know, it just, it puts you in a really introspective headspace. I've been spending a lot of time just doing things that make me happy as opposed to what I think I should be doing in terms of like a job outside of my work. Like, not that I see this channel or anything as like a job, but I do see it as a potential career, like a side career or side hustle or something like that. So when I put that sort of pressure on myself where I have to upload super regularly in order to maintain the analytics and stuff like that, it's like added stress and pressure that, I mean, after a long day, after like everything I do during the day with my day job, I don't necessarily want to come home and feel more stress and more pressure, even though I get it's totally self-imposed. That's basically it in a nutshell. I think I mentioned it in a couple videos, but things like investigating cosplay. I've been really active with my Japanese studies recently in terms of translating manga. I kind of wish I started with some simpler manga like Cardcaptor Sakura. Instead, I went straight into a series called Marmalade Boy Little, which doesn't have any furigana at all. So that's lovely. It's very challenging, but I'm really enjoying it. I feel like it's really helping with my Japanese, and yeah, just investing in things that make me happy at the end of the day, where there's no pressure, no commitment, nothing like that. But I really do miss having a regular schedule on YouTube. I love content creation, and I'm hoping that now all the tough moments at work are over. I mean, who knows really? Every year is a new year, and you just never know when you work for other people what can happen. I mean, even if you work for yourself, I guess you don't really know. Life is unpredictable is what I'm basically trying to get at. Sorry, I'm so rambly right now. I don't want to promise that things are going to be so much better, but I really am trying super hard now to try and get back to a regular schedule. I mean, every single week when it doesn't work out, I'm just like, that's okay. Next week's going to be a better week. I'm going to make sure I stick to it. I am at least trying to maintain a once a week schedule and not let it fall off the cliff that badly, but I would love to get back to a point where it is easy to churn out 2 videos a week on this channel. Do have the vlog channel that has been semi-regular, and I'm actually going to be doing the daily vlogs for Once Upon a December very soon on my vlog channel. So if you do want to watch my everyday, then be sure to check out my vlog channel. It is Tell Me Your Fable. I'll link it down below. And I'm just starting a whole bunch of other like side projects that are just more for fun rather than any sort of business development, if that makes sense. But I do still want to invest more time in business development. Basically, I just want to do a lot of things, and I just need to get into a better headspace, which I am hopefully going to be in. Okay, all right, that was a lot of rambling, but I did want to give you guys an explanation. Long story short, work has been very stressful. Wasn't sure if I was going to have a job by the end of the year. Turns out I do have a job. Very happy, very grateful for that, and now just trying to get back into a better headspace. Alright, so this part of the video is where I just show you a quick flip through. As you can see, I did a lot more drawings. Like, I decided to have kind of a decorative page next to the title page, which I never do. As you can see, time tracker, I've been filling out. Mood tracker is getting there. And then on the flip side, I have the habit tracker, which, I don't know, like low-key, when I look at it like this, it looks really nice. And then I threw in a sleep tracker, which I didn't actually put in the initial setup at the start of the month, because by the way, I did film all the setup part at the start of the month, so time-wise it's all been on track. I just haven't edited the video, so that's bad on me. And then we have the monthly view, which pretty much is the same. I've just filled out a few of the events and stuff like that. And then we come on to the weeks, so you can see that each of the weeks have the theme carried through them. Some are neater than others, not gonna lie. It's not always easy to get perfect looking weeks. And this is the current week we're in, so it's just like one massive flower and then a bunch of columns. And then you can see one that I have work in progress right now. This is the final week of November. That is pretty much the entire November spread. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. This is Celina reporting from my room. Back to you, internet.